Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the most uncensored channel on planet Earth. This is the only channel where you get the exclusive information. These are information that most channels don't want to give, because guess what? All of the channels are monetized. This channel, let me tell you right now,
Yes.
this channel is not monetized, and this is really just thoughts that are coming out of straight from the head, and everybody's wishing to know these thoughts, but guess what? Nobody's delivering it. So guess what? We started this channel just for the fans and for everybody that's willing to hear uncensored thoughts. So
Yes.
listen here, get out of all of your ego, and let's get straight into these topics that are really yet to be discussed. So first of all, South Africa is chasing a lot of immigrants out of their country, claiming they're taking their jobs. The government just issued 600 million so that the police can be as a backup for the march and march that happened on June the 3rd. June the 3rd was a really crazy day. A lot of foreigners got beaten, a lot of foreigners that were well documented,
Yes.
and innocent people's life got taken. So this is really a tragedy in South Africa. And
Definitely.
how does this present in every country that's looking at South Africa? How do they think, and how are they looking at South Africa right now?
Well, I think personally every country is looking down upon South Africa right now. They're frowning, they are laughing, they are having a ball right now. Because right now the country is more focused on fighting each other than getting the country better. Yes, immigrants that are illegally here, that do not have documents, should go the route of getting their documents, getting here properly, right? But South Africans as a whole are they literally not trying to let the government or the police do their work. They're just trying to fight and protest and use violence, which is, I don't think that's prohibited in my
This is so ridiculous
opinion.
to a point where if you go to the Somalians, most of the Somalians are getting robbed, they're getting arrested. Most of the people that are foreigners from other country, if they ever walk around in Cape Town and in other places, especially Johannesburg, they're getting
Yes.
harassed, they're getting beaten up, they're getting told to go back to your country. So how is this a
So
proper way to deal with undocumented people while they're harassing people that are fully documented, people that are came here and they
yes.
fully obey the laws? So this is really ridiculous, and
Yes.
it seems like there's no justice for those people.
I think it's a big momish, and I think it's not going to end well at the end of the day. I think they are not going to get what they expected from this because, as we've seen in a couple of videos, some South Africans are pleading that the Somalians or immigrants should open their shops. Meanwhile, there are other people attacking immigrants away. So, who do you think is wrong? How can they open their shops if there are South Africans chasing them away and causing harm?
The South Africans have the right to protest against illegal immigrants, but they don't have the right to attack a regular civilian that is minding his business, that came here due to business reasons. So I think this is all ridiculous, because what I'm hearing here is people that are furious because the
Yes.
economy is ran by Somalians. The economy
Yes.
is ran by a lot of people that are foreign
Yes.
nationals. So um by the way, there was a situation where like foreigners had to go and they had to actually close their shops, right? And
Yes.
what happened is it was a
Yeah.
situation where like South Africans are crying for the foreigners to come back, because they found out that they actually need food, they need cheaper food, because the foreigner
Yes.
is the only people that are providing them the cheaper food
Yes.
and the cheaper appliances, so that they can be able to actually feel like their pocket is not really that heavy, you know what I'm saying? So
Yes. Totally.
it's a situation where like it's really like ridiculous. Why do they want them back? Especially the taxi drivers. Keep in mind, the taxi drivers are actually
They are
they're really
begging
furious.
for them to
They're
come back.
begging that the foreigners come back, because they just saw the lost in their market just dropped. You know what I'm saying? They like spend
Yes.
45 minutes for like 3 passages. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
it has to be like 3 hours for them to load the van. So it's literally
Totally.
ridiculous.
Totally.
And
Very ridiculous. And I would really actually like to ask your opinion on whether you think thieves are using this as a tactic or a getaway to commit crimes.
definitely, exactly. I'm glad that you told me about this, because guess what? Thieves are using this as a tactic to commit crime. Thieves are really out here on every taxi shops or everywhere they see you, they wanna tax you, especially if you're a foreign national. So basically what they're doing is they're
Yes.
telling you, yo, you need to give some money, because why you're a foreign national and you're on that country, so you're being taxed for being in a country, and that's really ridiculous.
I think most certainly that's very ridiculous, but I've also heard of the problems where they are beating innocent people who have their documents. So I think this whole march is not about whether you are here illegally or legally. I think this is a new big problem for South Africa, and the government is yet to find out.
As we said, if you're new to the channel, subscribe right now. Stay tuned to the other latest drops that we're about to drop. This is the most
Yes.
uncensored thoughts that we can give you right now. And yeah,